What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Red Corner. Today we've got I don't know if it's a group therapy session or what this age, but it's Man Utd. I'm here with Clem. I'm here with James. What's going on, guys?
Good man.
Yeah, good
I
under
don't
the
think,
circumstances.
yeah, no, I don't think it's therapy yet, man. I don't think
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
therapy.
No, I'm glad to hear you say that. But before we get into it, guys, remember like, subscribe, watch the video, leave a comment. Yeah, just interact with us. Give us a shout out on social media, or add us or whatever. Tell us we're talking crap. That's all good. But let us know how you're feeling. So here we are, uh, gents, game week 2, match day 2. Uh, our results, we'll go through the other results later, but our results away at Craven Cottage, Fulham 1, Manchester United 1. This comes after our, do we call it an honorable defeat against Arsenal last season, where we took the L, no points, but everybody was buzzing from that. It looked like things were coming together. Second game week we go here. We couldn't take a point. That's 2 games without a win for Amarim. Gents, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm not sure if everyone watched the game, but it felt like deja vu, hey? This season's supposed to be better, but it felt like literally we are caught up in that web of we do not know where goals are going to come from. Chaotic defending, defense, midfield, disengaged. The front three are just on their own, easily to play through. It's like, wow, we're here again. 15 minutes, we started well. Then
Yes,
it's
yeah.
like, here we are again. Goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I think there were some positives though, maybe before we come to spiral down to like the thingy. Hey, like I thought we started well, like you said, yeah, the first 15 minutes was really encouraging.
Yeah.
Cunha again was doing that thing of like, yeah, if I have to do this myself, I'll do it myself if I need to, and it's some good signs there. Um, but then, yeah, unfortunately, the cloud of last season just still hangs over us. That's the problem.
Yeah. Let's. I mean, I remember the game, so I missed the game. I was out with the wife anniversary dinner, so I couldn't get away from that one.
You didn't miss much.
Yeah. I was glad, but I checked the highlights there. I mean, game started. It feels like Bruno wins the ball. Cunha has the shot, goes over the bar. And then, not too late, I'm sure it was still within the 10, 15 minutes. Dogo wins the ball, gives it to Mount. Mount gives it to Cunha, and you're like, Cunha, you have to score here. He goes, it hits, I think it hit the upright.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, Here we go. And then one thing I did notice, though, but this is just from the highlights, though, that Casemiro seemed to be winning quite a few, causing quite a few turnovers. He'd win the ball back like high up the pitch and start off a counter. I thought that was interesting. And then you had the one shot where Bayern Dier hits it over top. I think this is our only effort that's classified as a big chance created. The Bayern Dier one over the top
Yes.
to Cunha. And at that stage, you're like, Cunha, bro, you could have had a hat trick at this stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, just chose the wrong side.
yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah.
But then yeah, it started going the way it was. I will say I saw this one shot with Wobie. I don't think it was a free kick. I think it was open play. No, was it a free kick? Yeah, there were whatever, but there were lots of bodies there, and they hit it under, and Bayern Dier got behind it. But not only did he get behind it, he had 2 hands on it, and I
Yeah.
was like, "There's a certain goalkeeper in the squad
Yeah, that would have ended up in the back of the net.
that would have been a goal."
Yeah.
100%. Just other big highlights. Obviously, we had the Bruno. So let's actually chat up.
The penalty miss, yeah.
Yeah, we'll come back to the Bruno and the excuse and whatever. But there was the penalty miss that happened. Lenny Euro put in some decent tackles there.
Yeah.
He seems quality.
Perhaps you could say we lost because we didn't take our chances. So we probably should have had a 2 goal lead there,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then Fulham wouldn't have been able to hurt us. But
Yeah, but to the point, is that not the story of last season as well? Like it looks different, and I'm not trying to go down in a negative spiral here, but it looks different. I feel like last season we also had this thing where we're not taking our chances, and that's where we just need better attackers, and then that was gonna fix it. Uh,
but I would say I would kind of suggest that the quality of our chances is a little bit better already. I would say it's just a question now of putting the ball into the back of the net. Like that first kind of period of play where we were on top, like we are on top proper now. Man United is dominating teams again, and you can see the signs of like United being on top. It's just a question of guys put the ball in the back of the net.
yeah,
You know, so
Yeah.
in search of like positivity, man. Like I think there is those like shoots of like progress
yeah,
from Amarim.
Uh,
Yeah,
I'm
man.
still struggling for positives because I'm just seeing last season, in a sense that we struggled to create chances. Maybe I'm still stuck on the second half where chances were a premium, and you
Yeah,
have Chesko coming in, and I do not recall him having anything, no service, nothing
yeah.
whatsoever.
yeah,
But then now,
So
but then now, if you think about like the whole relationship with Amarim, to some degree, how much grace does he deserve now to say, okay, you've got this fresh start now. You've you've
yeah,
you've managed to kind of build a bit of your own team.
yeah.
How much does he get judged on last season, this season?
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Well, look, I'll tell you this: it's definitely not a match day two crash out because the internet right now is wild, bro. It's wild. There's Amarim out left, right, and center. There's like there's a whole bunch of stuff, and it's like, guys, second game, everybody, he's not playing. Kobe, Kobe's not gonna play this season, and blah, blah, you're like, my guy, it's the second game of the season, but
Yeah,
but that's the thing. I suppose it's as a fan base, we don't know how to feel because we've got that PTSD of last season. I mean, we can't
true.
ignore last season. Last season happened, and it was shit. It was absolute shit, right? So he doesn't have he doesn't have the luxury of starting off on a clean slate and saying, "Okay, cool, we go again this reason." To an extent, I understand the crash outs a little bit because it's like we're not resetting from zero here. We've still got that PTSD, but we also need to allow the process to happen, and the process doesn't have to mean seasons and seasons and seasons. But there's been change. Our whole front line has changed. It's a new change. What else? Bruno. I mean, Bruno did play a lot in the midfield last season. He started off as the 10 under 10 arc, but then he moved back for a
Hmm.
significant chunk of the season. So his trial period is over there. He should be doing what he needs to be doing, right?
I don't know. I think that's an interesting topic there. Is it the Bruno question? Because I specifically remember Amarim preseason saying Bruno's position deeper in midfield. He has less attention on him. He can impact the game more. It sounds correct in theory. It doesn't seem to be working out in
correct.
practice.
Yeah, in the system, Bruno can't play in a double pivot. He is not a CDM.
I know, yeah.
Either way we try to frame it, it just does not work.
But the argument is a strong one. What he's saying is Bruno is in a position where he's less marked, which means he can influence the game more. Like
Yeah.
it sounds
You know,
correct.
you know what the problem is? I think if you take a footballer B, with the exact attributes that Bruno has, and you put him in there, it will work, right? Or it can. Let me say, it can work. The problem is, this is Bruno we're talking about here. And Bruno is not disciplined for anything.
But
So
then now,
it
but then
vacates.
now,
He's,
yeah.
he's, he's not where he needs to be half the time. So,
But then now the question is now it's like, okay, so Mount is playing in what should be Bruno's position, but Mount is kind of showing signs of also kind of like making that position his own.
yeah. But wait, that Mount thing, right? And this maybe ties into the Shesko thing. So and maybe let's before we'll come back to Mount here. How do you guys feel? Because his whole thing was like, yes, Sesko's here and stuff. And look, Sesko didn't. I don't think he had a full preseason because there was obviously the move and stuff. He was training alone and stuff, so he missed a couple of games. He didn't come here in time to play games without really in preseason, so it makes sense. Ruben's whole thing is Sesko is our striker, not just for this season. He's our striker for the next 10 years, kind of thing. And so it's not about rushing him in this season. We must protect him and make sure that, like, he comes in when he's a bit more confident, or like when he's up to speed, first of all, just physically, but also like, he understands his teammates and stuff. And I suppose his logic, without him saying it, is that the fan base is brutal here. The expectations are brutal. So like, so you don't get time to play yourself into fitness
Exactly.
or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's also, you've got the striker and he's on the bench. Like, so I don't know how you guys feel about that.
Well, it was working. Like I guess against Arsenal and even Fulham in the beginning. Cunha is getting into lovely places, and Mount is showing shades of himself of how he was before. Um, Again, I'll just always go back to the fact that yes, it's a new front three. I'm accepting that, and yes, obviously Chesko's being blooded in. It still feels like the way we play and try to supply this front three, it's not to their strengths. And Mount is an excellent bridge. I don't want to lie, he had a good first half. Those chances we created earlier on, it was due to his movement and him being very crafty and clever. And Cunha at the moment is a revelation, and I just wish that he just scored a goal. So yes, in theory it is making sense, but it's that thing of you're still making two strides forward, and behind it we're going two steps back, because you can only get as good with those front three based on what's happening behind them, and behind them it's still quite chaotic.
And I'll give it back to you just now, Clem. So back to your Mount issue, right? Mount is playing there because Cunha's playing in a striker because Chesko's not ready. So 3 game weeks down the line, Chesko's ready or whatever, whenever that is. Chesko's ready means he's playing striker, which means Cunha's playing where Mount is playing, which means the curious case of Mason Mount.
We've got a lot of games, hey? Does not mean that Cunha's gonna play every single game, but
True.
again, like I've always said before, I do not know why we signed Mount, but he is here, so I
Yeah.
can't say much anymore.
But I think you do need to everyone needs a starting 11, right? You need to have your guys. You need to be like, okay, everyone knows, and like everyone knows this is the system, this is the formation, and this is the pecking order. So I don't think we can say we know yet what that is.
Yeah, which is also fair, right? At this stage of the season, again, it's game week 2, right? And
Yeah.
there's been some new puzzle pieces. We're trying to figure it out. I think Ruben is also testing some things out, and he's seeing what's possible as well.
Yeah.
He will settle into some. I mean, if he's not settling into something like in a couple of match weeks time, then like I start looking at him and like, bruh, what's going on here? Are you? Someone said it's like he's playing Football Manager, but
Yeah.
but we'll see. Okay, so temperature wise, Clem, it sounds like you're not freaking out just yet. You're
Yeah, no, not just yet. I think I was just looking at fixtures. I thought the City game was actually this week, but we still have Burnley before City. So I think there's still you kind of look at that fixture at Old Trafford. You look at that fixture and you think, let's put in the same performance that we did against Arsenal, and I think we'll kind of stabilize things. We just need to see. We need to see like the proof of this, of the turnaround or some real progress in a win. So it looks like this weekend there's still a chance to kind of bag a strong win, and then move into City next week, and you never know.
So, but we have to win against Burnley. Like
we have to.
We have to. Like there's like
No question
the
about
alternative does like
it. We have to.
Yeah. So James, where are you? I know your outlook for the season, like you were saying, yesterday, and you're saying you're saying the same problems or whatever, but just in terms of just temperature, match week 2, no wins yet. What are you? Where are you?
Still, like last week, we were 15th. We're still playing like a team struggling to make the top 10. And I think probably I highlighted before, when we started the season, I felt like we needed 7 players. We probably got the first 3 in terms of the front 3. And right now, the immediate gaps that I can just see, it speaks to the 4 missing players, and which is namely, number 1, the goalkeeper. If we continue like that, like we're going to need some pills or something, because
Bro,
it's
every time there's a ball coming into the box, bro, like you're panicked.
like, oh,
You're
guys.
panicked, bro.
And number 2, right back. We this Ahmed Diallo right back, or if you put in Diallo, who is just goes
Doesn't work.
asleep, it does
Doesn't
not
work.
work. And this midfield issue, I think maybe we might not need 2, but if we just sign one number 6, the complexion probably just changes. And it's just these fundamental things. But if we don't do it, then guys,
So wait, what's your 4? It's keeper, right back, and what 2 center mids? Like for
yeah, it
as
was
in
2
your
center mids, but realistically, maybe 1 should be sufficient because it transforms things.
Yeah.
Just one proper number
But
6.
you know what I see in from this system, this whole central midfield thing. In a system with 3 defenders, in a system with 3 central defenders, one of your central defenders is supposed to do a little bit of like the dirty work in midfield.
the left.
The way I see it. So it's like the midfielders we have, I think they're the right profile. In Manu and Ugarte, I think those are the right kind of guys to play that second midfield spot alongside alongside Casemiro, assuming that Casemiro can do a season. Like is that an unreasonable way of thinking about that midfield position? Because and then also looking at the back 5, you talk about how Dallo. I finally accept that like Dallo is not going to cut it, right? And so my thinking there is, why doesn't Shaw potentially or Dogu potentially goes to right wing back, because he can play both wing backs. Shaw plays left. Shaw plays on the other wing, and then you have 3 central defenders, and we kind of get a sense of which of our central defenders can begin to kind of occupy more of like that midfield position.
The problem with that is that after 3 games, Shaw's out for the season. He can't handle the wing. So the only way that works in my mind is if Diego Leon, like, if he turns out to be a revelation on the left wing, and he makes that his own left wing back. But otherwise, Shaw's gonna get injured.
Yeah. Look, I think the way I think about it is like, it's like you don't rebuild the squad in like a single window, right?
Yeah.
And then at some point the coach has to work with what he has.
Yeah.
We're like 4 days away from that reality, actually. So unless something happens in like, the next 4 days, these are the players we have, and we can't accept excuses,
Yeah. I think the window closes on
The first
Is it September? The 1st of
is
September.
it Monday? Yeah, that's Monday. Yeah.
Yeah.
5 days.
So Monday, Monday evening, I suppose it is.
And if you remember, we were joking about it, saying, it's just manager speak. But during preseason, after the 3 signings, he was saying, if this is my squad, this is my squad.
Yeah. So it's actually closing. I'm just having a look. It's closing a little bit earlier than it is. So there's no midnight stories. It closes 7 p.m. UK time. So 8 p.m. SA time on Monday. Window shuts. So we'll know then. And then the Turkey one will still be open, but that's more for outgoings and stuff. But James, just to address one of your concerns, we are strongly linked with Sen Lamens. He's an up-and-coming keeper, 23 years old, from Royal Antwerp. He's a young keeper. I think, first of all, like, we must just acknowledge that he's a young keeper. But he's seen as the Courtois replacement for the national team. He's got some good things that he does. He's also got some stupid mistakes that he does, but because he's a young keeper, I suppose. I haven't seen a whole lot of him, But it seems like, I mean, his saves, just his general saves per game, different leagues, so it's not
Yeah.
necessarily copy and paste. But like in terms of just saves per game, it seems like he's a much safer pair of hands than Onana. And and from what I have seen, the mistakes that he makes are mistakes. It's like, I think it's judgment things, and that's okay, I suppose, for a young player, because you get experience and you make better judgments. Whereas Onana has these mistakes that are just
Yeah.
like, it's like the way he dives is wrong. It's like the way, like, it's like fundamental issues. So this guy,
Europa League final.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah. 100%.
yeah. The whole pairing into jumping over the ball rather than like like all those lost goals. Funny enough,
Yeah.
Onana was linked to West Ham, just as a side note. I don't know how serious that is, but I saw
Okay.
something like that today.
Yeah, but for Clem, I think the midfielder we need, and like it's always a perennial problem with us. Like you lose Michael Carrick, it takes you a while, and you're like, oh, here's Matic. Matic leaves. You're still waiting for his replacement.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's simple as that.
I was saying to someone that I feel like we've needed a midfielder since like a while before Fergie retired. Like
Yes.
it's a while, and I feel like we've been
Perpetually,
waiting since.
perpetually. Yeah. Okay. So then, why don't we get into the whole Kobe Manu thing? Because I feel like the story is gathering. It's getting way too much press. I feel like it's been
Yeah,
blown
yeah,
out
yeah,
of proportion.
yeah. I think it is out
The
of
story.
proportion. I don't think it's as hectic as it's made out to seem. Um, I think there's that thing of, I'm in two minds, right? So here's the thing: the story goes, Kobe Mino is agitated because he's not playing. It's been 2 games. He's played 0 minutes this season. Bruno in that time has had a stinker. Uh, in big chunks of that. And then the other thing that was said was that Ruben came out in the presser and confirmed, I suppose, what we were thinking is that Kobe Mino is directly competing with Bruno for that
I don't think he should have said that.
number 8, I
Yeah, that,
suppose. Yeah,
yeah.
Ruben shouldn't have said that. Yeah. Ruben's also, he's a novice as well, man. Like he makes silly mistakes. like um so that's the thing. So like it's a World Cup year now. Kobe Mino must be thinking, shit, am I gonna make it into the England squad now? Like he hasn't been in a Tuchel squad yet. Although I think there's only been 2 Tuchel squads. The first squad, Kobe Mino was injured, I think,
Yeah.
and then the second one, he had come back, I suppose, but he hadn't played much, so he wasn't chosen. So uh has he had 2 squads actually, or has it been the one squad? This is the second Tuchel squad coming up, I think.
Yeah, he hasn't had that many. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, game time. Guy wants game time. World Cup year, right? And so the story goes, he's agitating for a leave, for a move to secure that. One thing that I did see before I hand over to you guys, another food for thought. There was a briefing that says that Bruno Fernandes feels that this will be his last season at Man United. Uh, he wants to. It's a World Cup year. He wants to do that. He's going to play the World Cup. After that, he'll be 32, and he'll be happy to explore other things. So there's a world where Kobe Mino will be the main guy from
Yeah.
next season. Yeah. Those are the facts. What do you guys make of? Oh, not the facts. Those are the murmurings.
Those are the moments. Yeah.
Those are the.
Yeah.
Look, with Manu, I'm not really concerned. Like again, now I'm a person who's speaking that we need another midfielder, and that's the thing. Whose place is that person going to take? I'm not really concerned with him. He can probably easily play that Bruno role. The problem is the person next to him. So either combination we have, it's always going to go down or boil down to who is playing next to Bruno. If it's Casemiro, to me, it's like, guys, it's still going to be chaos. We've seen it. Ugarte, it's like he does a tidy job, then it's chaos again. So the short summary is we just need someone who can control a game,
Yeah.
and then we will see the best of mine.
If
Other than that,
So Manu is not that guy. So Manu is not that guy.
I wouldn't play him as a 6.
yeah, he's
I would
not.
play
He can't
with a
run.
6.
He can't run. So like as a six, it'd be terrible.
Yeah.
In the EPL, anyways. Um, Ugarte, man, if Ugarte could just pass, if he was just tidy on the ball, he would be the perfect guy, bro. Because he eats up ground, he does what he needs to.
But
But
he's
then,
also still pretty young. You know, another part of the Bruno story might be you can't drop your captain, right? That might also be a part of the story. You know? It's like, what do you do?
but it,
Because he's also kind of built up his resume. He's been the most reliable guy, you know. So it's like, now what do you do?
it's tough. But then, like, it's also maybe sometimes games. Look, I feel like if your captain's playing crap, you have to. I mean, the last Fulham game, like the bits that I did see, they're like, I think he started off okay, and then he had some like crap like spells, and he should have been off. So like I think no player is bigger than the club, etc., etc., etc. There's that bit, but also there's a thing where if you don't want to do that, you can sub off Mbumo or whatever, move Bruno to the 10, bring someone else in. Because like this game, Mbumo got tired, uh,
Yes.
and then he was shit after that. So you move a Bruno to a 10, you bring Kobe in or something. I don't know. Just get creative with your stuff. The problem with Amarim is he's stubborn AF, bro. Like that guy is so stubborn.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But you live by the
Are we
sword.
getting to the point of questioning the system if you're stubborn as well?
it you know what? I'm a bit I'm conflicted, right? I like that he's like, this is my system. I'm gonna stick to it, and I think I liked it last season, especially when you're busy weeding guys out, and if you don't want to play in the system, footsec, like I like that thing. But now after you've done that, right, and when the system is not systeming, then sometimes it's also like, my guy, is there a bit of arrogance here? Because this system did its thing in the Portuguese
Yeah.
league. This system by nature bypasses the midfield, right? That's why he's not, I suppose, midfield is not as high on the priority list for him, because like you in your build up, you bypass the midfield quickly or whatever. But now you're in the Premier League, and like you're seeing that, hey, these guys here, cool, bypass it for attack, but you dare lose that ball.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
saw I saw an article with some sound bites from Marcos Silva,
yeah.
where he was talking about how they had a clear plan on how to crowd out United in midfield. And I was like, she's for someone to say that so early in the season, it's like this is the template now of how to play against United, because the system is going to remain the system and it's not going to change.
Yeah.
So if, like you say, we have a system that bypasses midfield and there's already kind of like a suggestion of a formula on how to crack it, that also is a bit of a problem. So the system. So I think it's good that he sticks to a system, but the system I think needs to have variation. There needs to be different variants of a system.
Yeah. I mean, if you listen
Yeah.
to Ruben in these pressers, he's like, I'm changing it all the time. Like I'm changing the way we're implementing, or that's his line anyways. I don't know whether I can always see it, but yeah.
Probably a change to him is, look, it's not Delo now, it's Ahmad. So it's a different twist.
No, I suppose he'll tell you, off the ball when we're whatever, you can see we're a 4-4-2 in this thing, and then in this moment we're whatever in this moment. It's like I hear that from a theoretical point of view, but sometimes
Yeah.
I'm not sure when I'm. Yeah,
But look, there is a League Cup tomorrow, so it's an opportunity to, at least rotate the squad. Kind of. I'm interested to see where does Xerxes fit in now, because he was also someone who did, leave last season with some credit, and he needs to play a part. But now the question is, where does someone like him play?
yeah, yeah. He
Maguire
can play.
as well.
Yeah,
Maguire
Sesko,
as well.
Sesko needs minutes.
Yeah, Cisco needs
Maguire.
minutes.
So Onana will probably be in keeper, right?
Yeah.
Onana will probably be there. I suppose Maguire will play. Heaven will play, I believe. Uh,
Yeah.
he might he might play. We've got the next game is like in 3 days or something like that, right? So who else needs minutes?
I'd like to see a
Sheshko
midfield of
obviously
Manu.
needs. Yeah,
I would be interested in
Manu.
seeing a midfield of Manu and Ugarte at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll probably do that because he's normally plays Casemiro in the league. So he'll probably do that, Manu Ugarte. He might put Josh in a 10, Zexi in a 10, and start Sheshko. I don't know. You might find him putting Ahmad in number 10.
Yeah.
Now, knowing Ruben, I'm sure the front three would be Bruno, Ahmad, and Chesko. I can already see it.
There's
Bruno's not gonna.
Bruno, the man who
Yeah,
plays every minute of every game, like
yeah,
forever.
Yeah.
I can already see it.
Yeah, we'll see. Back to the Marco Silva thing. You actually reminded me. Remember last season we played Liverpool. I think was it 3-0 or something. And
At
like
Old Trafford.
at Old Trafford, and like just the way Arne Slot broke it down, like after the game, like he was like, "Yeah, I was able to tell them because X, Y, and Z," and he broke it down so nicely, and it's like,
Yeah, it's
oh,
bad.
we're so basic, like, oh, why can
Yeah.
people just break us down so basically, but we can't do that to them, seemingly.
Yeah, it's old habits, I guess, because again, the fundamental problem last season with Ten Hag or Ten Hag's teams, and even right now, it's the thing of we want to say, oh, we are playing out from the back, but we are playing out from the back with players who can't play out from the back. So it's easy for them to crowd us out because, if you give Casemiro the ball and two players are around him, it's panic stations on his side. So it's easy for him to not know what to do and be closed down very quickly and loses the ball. Same thing with the Fulham game. It's like we want to play out from the back, but each time we play out from the back, we are forced to give it to like a Cunha. When you give it to Cunha, he's facing our goal. He's not facing Fulham's goal. Same with Mbuemo. Even when Chesko came in, same thing. It's like you want those guys facing them, not collecting
Yeah,
to
they
face our
can't be.
goals.
Also, like you're asking too much of them. Like that's why they're gonna get tired. Because like it
Yes.
can't be every time. Like I need to progress this thing like the whole pitch. Like,
Yeah.
like bruh.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess it gets very simple because now next thing you know, you're just hoofing it, and then it's easy for them to collect it. They say, come press us, and they play through our press so easily.
Yeah.
Next thing they're on our back three.
Yeah. I think it's also our press. Our press still needs work because, like, I think we're not pressing as a unit like properly yet. There's still some level of individualism in our press and like not supporting each other. It's just
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. But Licha then should make a difference when he comes back if
Yes.
he comes back well.
I think he
Because he's
he he
progressing.
probably he probably fits that bill as a defender who can pass and is a bit smarter on the ball and can contribute to the more forward moving phases of play from the back. So I think he's an important piece
Yeah.
of like the defensive units, I think.
Yeah, yeah. But that's probably still another 2 months minimum. What I think he's training on grass now or something like that.
Yeah.
But like I don't think he's in team training proper and all of that. So yeah, man. So we're talking about Grimsby tomorrow. For me, it's yes, we'll see. It's a game for guys to get minutes. It's one of those like it feels like we can only lose tomorrow, not like the score line, but like it feels like we can only lose because if we win, you're supposed to beat Grimsby, and like you have to beat them comfortably. So if you win, like you're not getting any credit for that. You're not supposed to be in this round to begin with. All the big teams are not playing this
Second
round.
round, yeah.
But if you lose, fam, so it feels like win or bust. Because if you lose, pressure.
Guys. Yeah.
Because like think about it. If you lose, you're out of the Carabao Cup. Like you've just got the league and the FA Cup for the whole season.
And consider the FA Cup only starts next year.
Yeah, bruh.
It's like, yo, it's gonna be a long
And when there's a murmuring in the fan base, 1 week between games is a long time. It's a long time.
Especially when you're not winning. It's the problem.
Hey,
Yeah.
bruh. Yeah.
Yeah, but
So
surely there's no ways. No, I think there's no ways we don't handle business tomorrow. Every time in the past two games, um, it's striking me how many options we have on the bench. So I think the excuse of players is reducing week by week. It's like, no, dude, you've got players here.
yeah.
There's a gang amount of players. You need to figure this out now.
No,
I think
agreed.
we'll give him the exception of fine. You don't have a goalkeeper, but like defenders, you've got defenders, man.
Yeah.
You've got attackers now.
Yeah, and the keep us pending, right? That shouldn't be a thing for the season. Like, I mean, we expect the Clemens deal to go through, and then there's a keeper, one less excuse. Uh, so we'll see. It's the mid, we'll see. But while we're on transfers, actually, quickly, Hoyland is in. That deal seems to be advanced with Napoli. They're talking about a loan with a 45 million. They're always word things weirdly with us, but they're saying it's a loan with the possibility of a buy option. It's for 45. No, but they say a possibility of a mandatory buy option. But like with other guys, they just say straight, this is a loan with an obligation to buy, straightforward. Everybody knows what's going on. With ours, it always feels like there's a potential loophole kind of thing. But anyways, that's a 45 million euro buy option. Rasmus.
That's similar to Sancho, the way they phrased it. Like
Yeah,
last year.
yeah, exactly. I saw something not too long ago that Rasmus, like, it's advancing, but he's also still trying to stay. But like, I suppose he knows once he leaves, it's a wrap.
My kind of alternative view on this is I actually want him to stay, man, and fight first place. Competition for positions is good. You can't just have Sesko chilling one man. He's also just arrived at the club. He needs someone around him,
Yeah. Ruben
But,
says that we've got Xerxes, Sesko, and Cunha as 10. I mean, as number 9s. But
and you've got Chido coming up as well.
Chido as well. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, but I hear you, but I think if we weren't cash strapped, I would say, yeah, maybe this guy must stay and get pot roll. But
No, it's fine.
we
We can go. We must fail fast.
Yeah.
And move on.
But there's a 2-year thing for Omar Barada. I mean, this is Hoyland's 2-year thing. They want to get him off. Onana has been here for 2 years as well, and I think his it's a PSR complication too, because nobody's gonna pay us enough not to take a knock on the books. But you can see clearly they want to get rid of him, or they're not happy with him. Who else is on the? But so it looks like this 2 years thing is coming up. It looks like Ugarte should be in his make or break season. We'll see. They're even saying Xerxes, like, they expect him to do well, but like if he doesn't do well this season, we'll reassess, but as a lower priority thing. So there's that. Anthony to Betis seems to be close. It's also an initial loan.
A transfer or a loan?
Initial loan with a buy option. The details have been a bit sketchy, but buy option, I think, definitely triggered on CL qualification, but there's also appearances, and we don't know all the details yet. They're not fully out there, but seems like loan with a buy option. Garnacho to Chelsea. It seems like there's been a few rejected bids there. Chelsea is sitting at about £35 million. We don't want to budge on £50 million. So that one's gonna go to the wire as well. We'll see what kind of compromise there is there. I hope the compromise is Chelsea coming to 50. Yeah. So that's that. Sancho, I don't know. Roma still trying their luck, but it seems like he doesn't want to go there. It seems like the money is not good enough for him.
It's all about the bag,
yeah. And so after the window closes, then it's just Turkey left and Saudi.
That's it.
And then that's that.
And what about Malacia? Any word on him?
Malasia, I saw something about was it Celtic or Rangers? Somewhere, one of those clubs. I think we're trying for him. I think they bid whichever one it was, bid 2 million and it was rejected, and I think we were looking for 5 million or something like that. But it seems like something might happen there. Yeah, so it does seem like it's going to be a busy few days, and maybe after the keeper, you never know. Maybe that central midfielder might come through. You never know.
Yeah, yeah, just those two. Then maybe some of us will start being a bit more optimistic.
Yeah, the one thing is the window's coming to a close, and then like it's gonna be closed, and then
Yeah,
like the rumors are gone now. This is where we are now. We
This is
know
it.
how to calibrate our expectations.
I'm
you know the
I'm
funny thing
almost
is, oh, go for it,
I'm
Clem.
I'm almost in that mindset already now.
Yeah,
I'm almost in the mindset of we might not buy anyone. What are we going to do with this squad?
Yeah,
yeah,
no, I was about to add. You know the funny thing is, going back to the systems just for 1 second.
yeah,
There is a good 4-3-3 team in us.
yeah,
And it annoys me because when I look at the 4-3-3 and I just think of Bruno on one side, Manu on the other side, and just a proper number six who just controls the game and allows these two to have the freedom to connect with a Cunha or a Mbeumo on one side,
yeah,
and you know you've got a Sesko that you can supply balls to,
yeah,
and yeah, Dalot still gives me a headache. But anyhow, you've got a Luke Shaw or Dogu maybe overlapping.
yeah,
It's like there is a decent team there.
yeah. No,
Euro is looking decent. De Ligt is looking decent as well.
what
I
what
think
But
what's
I think
standing between you and 433?
it's
exactly.
still the holding.
I'm, I'm about to say. I think you're gonna stress us. You and LG need to start like what do you call it? Like a little therapy group there where you talk about frustrations at the manager system
Yeah, the
because
things
that's
that
the
we
one
want to happen that will
never
definitely
happen.
not happen.
But
It's
it's
so
interesting. It's
basic and
interesting
it's so
that you said,
clear. But
yeah,
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I'm looking at
yeah.
the log quickly. Uh, we are 16th, uh, but uh, where we are, Newcastle is 15th. They have a, is it, what's this? Okay, they've got a better goal difference than us. Same points. Who else? Aston Villa is 17th. Same points, same GD. Brighton is 18th. Same points. They've got a worse goal difference. Uh, Palace. Okay, Palace has one more point than us. They're 14th. So if I have a look at those, I mean Newcastle and Villa, I suppose we expect them to be up the table. So they're still here with us, in and around us. So maybe it's not the worst thing. I mean, they're still within touching distance. These are people that we're fighting with. So and we've played Arsenal in there. I suppose Newcastle has played Liverpool. That's a big game. Villa, who did Villa play? They lost now to Brentford, and then the first game they played Newcastle. Was it?
yeah, Newcastle. They do not look healthy as well, Villa, from what I've
Yeah.
watched.
Yeah, yeah. No, they don't. They don't. So I think we may be in 16th, but if we sort ourselves out with enough time, maybe it's not the end of the world. Our peers are still around us.
Yeah. In the race for sixth place, we're still there with our competitor.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but this
It is-
this weekend is a must win.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, yeah. Wrapping up on the Man United talk. Yeah, no, this weekend. I think Grimsby, like we said, that goes without saying. That like it would be unthinkable if we don't win there. And we've got Burnley on the weekend. Let me actually just check to see whether it's at Turf Moor or whether it is at OT. No, it's at
It's
Old
at
Trafford.
Old
Trafford.
Trafford, yeah.
Yeah.
Old Trafford. Okay, cool. We've got Burnley there. That should be easy 3 points. Season up and running, and then we take it from there. Cool. Elsewhere in the Premier League, we had Chelsea thrashing West Ham on Friday night, 5-1. Graham Potter, Yeah. Dan
Not looking
Ashworth's
good.
Graham Potter.
Looking bad. It's a mess there at West Ham. Dog.
Yeah.
Did you see
They
You
look
saw
like
the
they look
goals.
like
what Bissaka?
they look like a promoted team, man.
Right.
You know,
Right.
it's bad.
These guys won the Conference League, and then they're like, "We're tired of David Moyes. We want to play expensive football. We wanna enjoy our football." Little did they know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. One Bissaka sleeping at the back post for two of the goals there. That
Yeah.
And
that
we
was the
also have a
one.
keeper problem.
Huh?
They had a keeper problem. I saw the keepers flapping at the corners as well.
Yeah.
Who's their keeper now? Is it Areola? Or, wait, who's West Ham's keeper?
It was someone else, someone new.
Is it?
Yeah, I forgot his name. It starts with an H, I think.
Who played here? Yeah, but
But yeah, he was
it was
terrible.
yeah Hermanson.
Yeah, that's
Hermanson.
him.
Yeah. But anyways, maybe there's something to the rumors with Onana. Would you guys take that? Would you say we got Lamens, and let's say West Ham wanted to loan? I think it was a loan Onana. Would you let Onana go, knowing that we've got Lamens, new guy, and Bayern Deer for the season?
I would personally fly over to Manchester and drop Onana off.
Look, I think my only concern there is you said that he's still a young keeper.
Oh, it's fine.
He's look,
We'll figure it
Can't
out.
be worse than Onana.
that's the only concern.
Yeah, I mean Bayern Deer is our league keeper now, anyway, so it's not like we're losing our temporary number one.
From what you saw, do you think Bayern Deer did enough to keep Onana out?
No.
No, he didn't do enough, but Onana has done enough previously to keep himself out. That's what it is. Cool.
Yeah.
So other results we had
Spurs.
City, yeah,
Spurs and
City
man.
nil,
Is
Spurs
it time
2.
for us to take Spurs seriously? That's what I want to know. That's what I'm trying to decide.
But Spurs have been beating City like the past couple of years.
Yeah.
Even
At
under
the Etihad,
Ant.
especially.
Yeah, at the Etihad. Yeah.
Yeah, but then look, Richarlison is threatening to be a serious guy this season. Like, I mean, the first game of the season he was scoring.
Yeah.
This week he was influencing the game, like he was assisting, and
Yeah.
So that's my biggest question: is he really going to step up, man? Because the gap is so big.
Yeah.
Harry Kane left, Son left, and now you're left with Richarlison.
Where's Solanke? Is he injured?
It's a good question.
Is he still at Spurs?
Yeah, he's still at Spurs.
So he's injured.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So,
Yeah, so Richarlison, like
it's like you end up looking around the room and like the guy is Richarlison and you're like, oh, this is not gonna work out.
Yeah.
And then here you are 2 games in,
Yeah.
and he's been like tearing it up.
Yeah, he's striking up a good partnership with Kudus there. Seems to be good. But like it's so weird because like I suppose you were getting Eze, but with the Eze deal, they were trying to send Richarlison to Palace as part of the Eze deal. That's what was taking them so long because they wanted to go and buy Wisa afterwards, and then they got hijacked while they were dilly-dallying there. So that's them. But Thomas Frank has them looking solid, man. I mean, Spurs have good firepower. They've got good forward players. Kudus is there. He's making a thing. Thankfully, thankfully Madison is out because like he would have been a danger guy. They've got Brennan Johnson, who will play shit and then just pop out with moments of magic. I've got Richarlison who's finding vein of form. They've got Pape Matasar who's just like solid there. Like they've got a decent team, those guys.
And you see, with them being decent, like last season, they finished around us, but already this season,
yeah. No, I think
things are clicking.
Yeah. We expect them in like the top 6 kind of positions.
But I worry a little bit for Pep as well, man, because I think after the season Pep had last season, he should be kind of like, okay, guys, I was a once-off. I'm back now.
What do you mean you waiting for Pep? This is beautiful.
But Pep is like, Pep is like the next guy in trouble, man. Because it's like 1 week you're like, 1 week you're world beaters, the next week it's all falling apart again. But anyway, I think it looks interesting for us though, playing City in like a few. It's not like we're gonna rock up there fearing this City.
Yeah. On that, is Pep fireable? Is he sackable?
For City, I don't think so.
He has to be, man. Everyone is
for City, seven leagues in 6 years. I mean, sorry, 6 leagues in 7 years.
I don't think it's sackable for City.
Yeah, I don't think it's sackable.
I don't think so.
I think it's just you struggle through the rest of the season, mutual agreement or whatever. I think even he will walk away. I think if they have a disastrous season. But yeah, let's hope we get this City when we play them.
yes.
Last season City. What else we had? Okay,
Arsenal and Leeds. Enquiries. I didn't watch that game, but I just saw Enquiries finally scoring goals.
Enquiries. No, he got his goal, and then he got a penalty as well that Max Dowman won as well. People were like, "Oh, but Gyökeres should have given Max Dowman the penalty," and I'm like, "Bruh, this guy is a killer striker. His whole thing is numbers. You want him to give the penalty to a 15-year-old boy who just arrived? What the heck?" But Arsenal. We were talking about quality of chances. Arsenal create chances for days, man. They create chances for days, and it's going the way I didn't want it to go. It seems like Gyökeres is gonna bag a healthy number of goals this season.
Yeah, no, definitely.
What would you say is his number as a top striker coming in for a team trying to reach the league? What is his number, goals wise? What should he be scoring in a league winning season?
In a league winning season, minimum 20.
Yeah,
league winning
sounds about right. 20. Yeah.
And then that's where he must prove to us. After 20, 20 league goals.
League, yeah.
This is a league winning season, yeah. After 20, then now you are proving to us whether like you're where you are, what level you are at. But now with Eze as well, man. Arsenal's gonna be problematic.
But at least for us, we've played them, so
yeah. It's always weird. I've got this thing like I don't want Liverpool to win the league. City looks like I don't want City to win the league, but like it's the lesser evil, but like they're not going to do anything. So it makes sense for Arsenal to be the ones I want to win the league, but I can't bring myself to get to that conclusion. Like it makes sense, but like when I watch them, I just hate on them. I'm like, bro, these guys.
Yeah, but then look, this season, I think Liverpool surely are still favorites. I think Arsenal have a lot of work to do. It's still unknown if Arsenal are going to show up, whereas Liverpool are already like winning hard games, man. Like for Liverpool to win yesterday, it's just these guys are not playing around.
It was annoying that they won, but
it was,
yeah.
But yesterday, I don't know, man. I feel, but like then again, I felt like this the whole of last season or most of it. I feel like this Liverpool team is very beatable.
They're not,
but maybe that's where the magic is because they feel like they're beatable, but like they just keep on winning. But like they have zero defense now. Like their defense is so
Newcastle were a man down when they came back.
And we came back down.
Yeah, exactly. Konate, like I suppose they might get Mark Gay, but Konate seems like he's checked out.
That would be a big signing for them. If they get Mark Gay, I think that's the league. Yeah. That's the league done then.
Yeah, because Van Dijk is iffy, but he's good on a good day. Like he was good against Newcastle, but like he's iffy. I think he's not prime Van Dijk. He's still very good, but like he's not at his prime anymore. Kirkes is still settling. He's not. I think they would have hoped for him to be more comfortable quicker. but I mean, maybe we'll get up to speed. Konate is a bit dodgy at the moment, so we don't want them to get gay. Uh, Frimpong is now injured until after
Yep.
the international window. So we'll see. I don't know, man. They feel like they can be gotten at. And the next game is Arsenal at Anfield. That's a massive
Wow,
game.
that's crazy.
That's a massive game.
What is
So
that? This week or
this
next week?
week, this
This
week,
week. Oh, that's massive. Yeah,
massive game.
that's crazy.
So with that, like I think Arsenal. I think it'll be a good game, and it'll most likely be a draw. Liverpool will win, but I feel like Arsenal can win it. I like. It doesn't feel far fetched to me that Arsenal goes to Anfield and win.
I've got a sneaky feeling that they're gonna win,
Yeah.
especially if I'm just trying to remember who's playing right back. Was it Slobosly for
So yeah,
Liverpool?
Sloboslai was playing right back. Yeah.
Yeah, a part of me just feels like knowing Arteta and how pragmatic he can get. If they score first, Arsenal,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll find it difficult for Liverpool. Ish, but Liverpool's got games and goals and it's Anfield.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they've got that, but they also like I think Liverpool have been bad on set pieces as well, like
Eh?
this season. Yeah, it's I don't know. Like I mean, it could be an end to end. We could be seeing a 3-3. I
Mm.
think the boring outcome might happen. It might be a draw, but like I think Arsenal can win this. If I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be confident going in. Oh,
Yeah.
I'd be the most confident than as I've ever been, like in recent history, going to Anfield.
But look, it's also not as if Arsenal are as stable at the back as well. I think we showed that you can get at Arsenal. They had some shaky moments there at Old Trafford, you know. So
They did, but their defense is
Yeah.
generally solid.
mm,
Like I feel like they did have some shaky moments for sure, but I feel like their defense is also the reason why they won that game.
Yes.
They were snuffing out a lot of the things we were doing.
yeah.
Uh, we'll see. We'll see. It's only match day 2, so let's not say anything about Florian Wirtz just yet. But we will be there. We will be there.
Yeah. But Ekitike looks like a bargain deal there.
Yeah.
He looks like he's
Yeah.
value for money, which then makes this whole Isak story. It also then adds some more context to the Isak story. It's just like 150 is crazy, guys. You know, it's like if I was Liverpool, I'd be like, okay, keep your guy. You know,
I
so
saw I saw something saying earlier saying that they considering a 120 plus 15 to 20 in add-ons. Or was it something like that? Or it was a 10 to
Guys.
15, but it was like about 135, 140 in that region.
that's crazy.
But then again, it's this guy that I don't know who to believe it is. This indicator who I would have normally brushed off, and now I don't know.
It still sounds like crazy money, hey?
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
is that what else? Aston Villa lost to Brentford. Don't know what happened there, but yeah, we were saying I think it was you, James, saying Villa looks a bit not all
Yeah.
there this season.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
had yeah.
I think
No, no, go for
isn't
it.
Villa's problem that they are not strengthening the squad. They're not buying players. And
Yeah.
how do you move forward?
Yeah, yeah. What other results there? We had we spoke about Bournemouth 1, Wolves 0. We had Crystal Palace 1. Who did Palace play? They drew. They drew 1-1. Palace played was it Forest? Yeah. They played
Yes.
Forest. Uh Eze's gone. I wonder what will happen. But like it's Palace is an interesting team because Palace play the same formation that we play. Yet their midfield doesn't feel like it's a
It's not there.
double pivot. And it's not like not even it's not there. It doesn't feel like it's just a double pivot. Like I don't know because they play the same formation. So I don't know what the guys doing. I must watch them actually closer. I haven't watched them close enough, but like can be done.
Hmm.
Yeah.
There was also Jack Grealish at Everton.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently
Yeah.
he's trying to revive himself
Yeah.
for the World Cup.
Big fish, small pond. He got
Yeah,
two. He got 2 assists, I think it
yeah,
was.
right.
Hopefully he'll stay sober for the season. Yeah. So then that's Everton 2 at the new stadium. Brighton 0. And then the last game I think was Burnley Sunderland. Burnley 2, Sunderland 0. And that means that all the promoted teams have won, but Man United hasn't won yet. To be, to be fair, Newcastle and Villa haven't won yet too, but
Yeah,
and Brighton, but but yeah, that's where we are. So let's just have a look. I know we've got Burnley. Let's have a look at the other fixtures. We know there's the big game of the weekend. Arsenal, Liverpool at Anfield. We've got Chelsea hosting Fulham as the first game. Man United, Burnley, we said it. We've got Sunderland hosting Brentford. Uh, we've got Spurs hosting Bournemouth. That might be an interesting game.
Hmm.
Spurs at home, Bournemouth. We'll see potential for something. And we've got Wolves hosting Everton. We've got Leeds hosting Newcastle. I feel like Leeds is gonna get battered. They're gonna get Newcastle's gonna take out their stress. But Anthony Gordon red card, so we'll see how that
uh,
goes. On Sunday we've got Brighton hosting Man City.
Mm.
Huh, that might be a nice one there.
Yeah,
Uh,
Brighton as well doesn't look that good as well from what I've seen.
yeah,
Well, they're still good, but yeah.
yeah. I hear you. I know what you're saying.
Mm.
People were like, where was Baleba at Everton's at the Everton game?" We've got
Yeah,
four.
got substituted at halftime, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've got. Is he being substituted at halftime because they don't want to play too much because they're saving him for his new team? I don't know. We've got Forest who's hosting West Ham. Then we've got the big game, Super Sunday, Liverpool, Arsenal. And
yeah.
then last game is Aston Villa hosting Crystal Palace without Eze. That might be an interesting one as well.
Hmm.
So yeah, let's hope we climb
Yeah.
up a few places this weekend.
Interesting,
Uh, we just
interesting
need to do
lineup.
our thing. Yeah, it's also good to like now we're playing. It's the first time we're playing on a Saturday because we've always been playing on Sunday. So
Sundays.
we
Yeah.
see everybody else, and then there's pressure. At least now, hopefully, we win and we can just enjoy football, just
Yeah,
watching the other games.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, gents,
Yeah.
anything else you guys want to touch on before we call it?
Yeah, look, just we were talking about Hoyland to Napoli.
Yeah.
Napoli currently has McTominay and De Bruyne in midfield there.
Ooh.
And I caught a little bit of them this weekend, and I was like, "Jeez, man, why do our players leave United and well, some of them leave United and become world beaters?"
But yeah, I suppose to be fair, like you've got more time on the ball there. Like you can. McTominay was I think it's just wrong time, wrong era.
Wrong
I
time,
think
wrong
Scott
era.
McTominay under Sir Alex Ferguson, he would have,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he would have been a good player. It's just
wrong time, wrong era.
a wrong era. It is what it
Mm.
is. But yeah, are we about to see Hoyland turn into Jokeres over there? According to what you're saying,
We'll see.
we'll have a look.
I'm not gonna rule it out, especially if he's got similarities to Lukaku. So
Yeah,
I'm never gonna rule that out.
yeah. Is Lukaku? Is it a long-term injury that he's got? Yeah.
That's a good
Anyways,
question.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, Real Madrid is sniffing around Kobe Mainu at the moment. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Mainu, we won't let him go. So it's too late
Yeah.
in the window. Anyways, guys, it's been a good one. We hope that next time you see us, we've got smiles on our head in our
Yeah.
faces. We're
Two
talking
victories.
about
Two
we're
victories
talking
later.
about how Mbuemo's got his goal, Cunha's got his goal, Shesko's off the mark. Heck, let's make it 4-0. Who else? Bruno. Get them all. Let them all in on the action. Let's hope we're talking about a 4-5-0 Man United versus Burnley, and we can troll someone else, hopefully. LG, we're watching you. We're watching you. Let's see how it goes. But, anyways, guys, remember, like, subscribe, tell a friend. It's been real. Have a good one. Gents,
Cheers.
thanks.
Cheers, cheers.
Cheers.
Shot.
Cheers.
Cheers.